Thumbs up, man. The Fonz. Right? Arthur Herbert Fonzarelli, 1970s. One of the coolest characters in television history. And fame that was so huge. I mean, the Fonz was an icon. So huge, we're talking Beatles-type fame. And when you're that big, there's a ton of collectibles. And this is Collector's World. I'm Dr. J, and here are some of my favorite Fonz items. Going to be as many Fonz items as you can cram into a 5-minute vlog. Fonz calendars. And literally, there was everything on the Fonz. Look at that, a Fonz lighter. All right, never used before. Fonz belt buckles. You know, belt buckles of all sorts. I always liked the little miscellaneous items that you know, the Fonz for President, that I actually would use, even though, of course, you know, are people walking around wearing this stuff? Fonzie buttons, I don't know. And, of course, look at this, Fonzie socks. Orange Arthur Fonzarelli socks. Fonz pillow. All right? You're getting the idea here that there literally was anything and everything on the Fonz. Of course, books on the Fonz, and Henry Winkler, of course, the actor that played the Fonz. Trading cards both nowadays and, of course, back in the 70s. That's the beautiful thing about an icon character like this. It transcends the years, and they got stuff and collectibles being made even now. These are chloroform paint by numbers. I don't know what the heck it is. Puzzles on the Fonz, of course. Glasses, Fonzie. Well, that's Potsy right there, but I'm sure I have a Fonz one somewhere. The Fonz, of course. And jigsaw puzzles in little, you know, cup-type things here. Lunchbox, right? The infamous lunchbox. Everyone has to have it. Well, how about a little mini Happy Days lunchbox? Of course, the action figures. We didn't call them that back in the 70s. They were dolls. And, of course, the thumbs work on the Fonz. That was opened. More Fonz glasses. A Fonzie wallet. You know, check this out here. Check this out. Look at that. A Fonz sleeping bag. Yes, indeed. Fonz posters, of course. Fonz pictures. Fonz records. Records on the Fonz. Let's get the light reflection out of there. And this is one of the rarest of collectibles, too. Fonzie's favorites, the record was called. Board games. Board games, of course, on Happy Days. Where is the is there a reflection? Look at that, Happy Days board game. You know, I don't see too many people playing them, but you know, they were there. Of course, you got to have the book series, the Fonz Happy Days book series. What is this? There's the chloroforms again. Presents the Fonz. Now, the neat thing about the action figures, of course, is they were remade nowadays. And the beautiful thing this time is that the Fonz comes in all his very different outfits. There's his fearless Fonz. Everyone remembers the episode where the Fonz jumped the barrels, right? I think it was 16 barrels or whatever that he jumped on his motorcycle. This is not quite jumping the shark. That came later. His mechanic outfit. Speaking of jumping the shark, the Fonz in his water ski outfit. Remember, yes, indeed, he jumped the shark and water skied with his leather jacket. And, of course, the Fonz wearing his Falcons jacket. He was a member of the Falcons before he went solo. Well, let's put it that way. There were collector Fonzie magazines, of course, which were the coolest of the cool, just like the Fonz. Fonz poster magazines. Again, I've mentioned this on other vlogs before. I love the hardcover annuals that you can only get overseas in Europe, in Britain specifically. And the great thing about the annuals, they've got interviews, they've got what do you call it? Crossword puzzles, articles, you know, interviews with the actor, everything. Hardcover annuals are the best. I'm not really sure what these things are, but 3D, you know, animators, action puppets, I don't know, hang it from your rear view mirror maybe. A Henry Winkler autographed picture. Never met him, though. Would have loved to have met the Fonz. Happy Days wall clock. Wall clock, you know, I've never actually thrown the battery in to use this, but it's a-coming. Now, you have to have the episodes of the series on video or DVD. 255 episodes of Happy Days. And, of course, for some strange reason, they have only released the first 4 seasons on Happy Days. Seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4. Paramount, if you're watching this, get the other seasons out. We want to see the Fonz. We want to see the entire series, all 11 seasons. And Fonz actually was an animated series as well. That is the animated series. What else we have here on the Fonz? Henry Winkler put out a series of novels. It's not really the Fonz, of course, but, you know, Henry Winkler became an author of children's books. And there's Fonz bobbleheads. I always save the best item for last. The pièce de la résistance, the major item. My favorite collectible of all. And when it comes to the Fonz, there's nothing better than this. The actual Fonz leather jacket that you could buy in the 70s. And I'm going to zoom right in on the label. See, the Fonz. Can you read at the bottom there? Probably not. But Paramount Pictures Corporation. You know, this was the authentic licensed Fonzie leather jacket. And if you notice, also, it's size 40. And Henry Winkler, I believe, wore size 40. He was 5'6". He was my height and size. So this is actually a jacket that you could put on and become the Fonz. It may be 2010, but the Fonz is forever.